Welcome to Lakshmi Narayan's blog. Please subscribe to this channel if you have not subscribed earlier. The Hindu Code Bills were several laws passed in the 1951 that aimed to codify and reform Hindu personal law in India, abolishing religious law in favor of a common law code. Following India's independence in 1947, the Indian National Congress government led by Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru completed this codification and reform with the help of B.R. Ambedkar. This process was started during the British rule of India. According to the British policy of non-interference, personal law reform should have arisen from a demand from the Hindu community. That was not the case, as there was significant opposition from various Hindu politicians, organizations and devotees. They saw themselves unjustly singled out as the sole religious community whose laws were to be reformed. However, the Nehru administration saw such codification as necessary to unify the Hindu community, which ideally would be a first step towards unifying the nation. They succeeded in passing 4 Hindu Code Bills in 1955 and 1956, the Hindu Marriage Act, Hindu Succession Act, Hindu Minority and Guardianship Act, and Hindu Adoptions and Maintenance Act. They continue to be controversial to the present day among women, religious, and nationalist groups. As Mansfield writes regarding the need for personal laws in India, the spectacle of large political entities in different parts of the world collapsing and giving place to smaller entities based on ethnicity, religion or language or combinations of these factors. Rather than strengthening the idea that a powerfully centralized, culturally homogeneous nation is essential for order and prosperity, may have confirmed for some the view that the pressing task for India is not to increase central power and cultural homogeneity, but to find an alternative to the nation-state model. An alternative that will sustain unity through some form of pluralism. Nehru's primary purpose in instituting the Hindu Code Bills was to unify the Hindu community. So it made sense to define Hindu in the broadest possible sense. By legal equity, Nehru intended to erase distinctions within the Hindu community and create Hindu social unity. The integration of Hindus into a homogeneous society could best be done by enacting an all-embracing code which encompasses within its fold every sect, caste, and religious denomination. The debates over Article 44 in the Constitution revealed that many believed varied laws and legal divisions helped create or at least were reflective of social divisions. Nehru and his supporters insisted that the Hindu community, which comprised 80% of the Indian population, first needed to be united before any actions were taken to unify the rest of India. Therefore, the codification of Hindu personal law became a symbolic beginning on the road to establishing the Indian national identity. Nehru also felt that because he was Hindu, it was his prerogative to codify specifically Hindu law, as opposed to Muslim or Jewish law. Those in parliament who supported the bills also saw them as a vital move towards the modernization of Hindu society, as they would clearly delineate secular laws from religious law. Many also heralded the bill's opportunity to implement greater rights for women, which were established to be necessary for India's development. During the debates over the Hindu Code Bills in the General Assembly, large segments of the Hindu population protested and held rallies against the bills. Numerous organizations were formed to lobby for the defeat of the bills, and massive amounts of literature were distributed throughout the Hindu population. In the face of such vocal opposition, Nehru had to justify the passage of the Hindu Code Bills.